Hi, I'm Randy Crownover, and I want to welcome you back to this session of Life Matters. I want to continue this week as we talk about being a great parent. Last week we talked about the type of relationship you might want to have with your children, and kind of concluded with a relationship style that most people term in my business as authoritative parenting. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to know real quickly about parenting that's important, particularly when it comes to discipline, is that it's important to give two things to our children. In fact, every one of us needs it. Needs these two things. One of them is support. That's the being there, the helping out, the helping figuring it through. And the other one is boundary. It's about how do you set the differences between me and you, rights and wrongs, rules and relationships. It's that part of it that's important to us. And I want to talk a little bit more today about that business of managing those two things, the support and boundary. And to do that, I'm going to talk about some things that I've kind of put together that sort of help me. And it's what I call the rules of life. So here are the rules of life, at least as I understand them. We gain privilege by growing trust through making good choices about rules and relationships. Now, I want you to understand what I mean, first of all, by privilege. Privilege are those things that we get above and beyond what's expected. Privilege, for example, what's expected of a parent is to provide food, adequate food, clothing, housing, medical care, and an education. That's it. Those five, those are the basics. Everything else is a privilege. When we were raising my stepdaughter, we had to help her understand that, yes, she did need to have a good pair of clothes. And yeah, jeans in Oklahoma are kind of helpful during snowy, blistery winter days. However, Lucky jeans cost $75 a pair back then, and that was a privilege. So, yeah, those are privileges. And those are things that need to be earned, not given. The second thing is that we based everything, and this may be the most important thing that I can say, and it's the theme of today's presentation, is that everything is built on trust. Now, trust is what we're able to come to develop based on what is measurable and objective behavior. For example, if X, Y, and Z happens, and we learn that mom or dad are going to do A, B, and C when X, Y, and Z happens, we know that when X, Y, and Z happens, then A, B, and C is going to take place. Okay? Same thing's true with our kids. If we can look out and see that, let's say that our child gets upset, doesn't know what to do with themselves, gets frustrated because they can't get what they want when they want it, and they throw a temper tantrum. Well, we know that our child's not yet learned to manage their emotions, right? Okay, and that's based on something that's objective and measurable. So, our 4-year-old comes up and decides that they want to have a phone so they can play games. We're going to give something like a $250, $450 electronic device to a 4-year-old who can't control their emotions, right? I'm not. What I'm going to say to him is, look, you want to do that, you're going to show me that you can live without throwing temper tantrums, because when you throw temper tantrums, you start throwing things, and when you start throwing things, it means that you can throw $200 to $450 away right now. And I'm not doing that. You're going to have to earn it. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. A chick's going to have to earn it? And oh yeah, when they get it, guess what? They don't own it. It's your money. It's your house. They don't have rights and entitlement yet. It's yours. You'll get it. They get to use it. That's privilege built on trust. Now, kid gets to be 16. He's learned some emotional management. He's learning about how to take care of money. Some concept of property and taking care of property, proper grooming, making his bed, her bed, keeping the room clean. So some pride of ownership. He's passed all the tests, taken the instructions, and now he wants that car. Objective and measurable behaviors. Can you trust him? You hold the keys. You get to give the privilege. Think about that the next time you get ready to deal with your crying kid in the back seat of the car. How are you going to let this play out? They want. What do they got to do to earn it? How are they going to manage it? How are they going to figure out how to get their wants and needs met in an appropriate way? It all begins with earned trust. I'm Randy Crownover. I'm a licensed marital and family therapist in Edmond, Oklahoma. If you'd like to know more about me, you can go to my webpage, randycrownover.com. If you live in the state of Oklahoma and would like my services, you can ask for them there. Please remember, if you're in a pinch and you really need help, don't stop here with this video. Go get good help from a licensed therapist. Look forward to seeing you next week.